ASPX upload control videos, we looked at how to upload files, validate them against certain predefined criteria, and how to apply general customizations to the control. In this video, we'll look at how to save the uploaded files on the server. Taking this one step further, we'll show you how to use the validation mechanism to save different file types to different folders on the server. So let's get started. I'll start with a new ASP.NET application. From the toolbox, I'll drag and drop a new ASPX upload control onto the form. Notice that by default, the control's text field is pretty small. To change that, I set the size property of the control to 30. Next, from the smart tag of the control, I'll enable the upload, add, and remove links. For the purposes of this lesson, I'm also going to specify two allows content types. So only text and GIF image files will be accepted by the upload control. I also set the max file size property to impose a total file size limit. Now let's take a look at the events for the upload control. There is a Files Upload Complete and a File Upload Complete event. For this lesson, however, we'll be using the second one. There are also client-side versions of this event. From the Controls Smart Tag, I invoke the Client-Side Events Editor, and you can see the client-side version of the events. I close the editor and create a new handler for the File Upload Complete event of the upload control. Before jumping into code, let's take a look at our help documentation and look at these events and their members in more detail. I'll search for File Upload Complete and select the corresponding entry. The arguments for this event are listed here. The callback data property gets a string that is passed from the server side. The error text property can be used to retrieve or set an error message if one is required. IsValid specifies whether the uploaded file has passed validation by the upload control. And finally, the uploaded file property returns the uploaded file object. Let's click on that to learn more about it. This property is of the uploaded file class type. The class itself contains several public properties that can be used to retrieve details about the upload file. The file content property returns a stream object that points to the uploaded file. File names represents the name of the uploaded file, and IsValid indicates whether the file has passed validation. Next, the posted file property gets the uploaded file's underlying HTTP posted file object. Finally, the Save As method will be used to save the uploaded file on the server. I minimize the help browser and return to Visual Studio. Inside the event handler, I paste the following code. First, I use the event's IsValid argument to check whether the file being uploaded has passed validation. If that's the case, then I can continue processing the uploaded file. Here I'm creating a new string variable called uploadFolder, which will hold the path where the file will be saved. Right now it's empty, because it will be set based on the content type of the file being uploaded. The file name variable holds the name of the file, and the content type variable will contain the MIME type of the file retrieved using the postedFile.content_type property. Next, I have two if statements that will set the correct upload path based on the content type of the file. Note that these two folders have already been created in the root directory of my web application. Finally, I call the Save As method and pass in the full path to save the uploaded file on the server. Since I want to use the client-side event to display a confirmation message box, I'll set the event's callback data property to the file name so it gets passed back to the client once it has been processed. I go back to the ASP.NET page. First, let's take a look at the client-side File Upload Complete event in the help documentation. This event receives a series of arguments. The callback data property gets any information that has been passed from the server side for client processing. The error text property displays the error text within the upload control's error frame. Input index gets the index of the input element within the upload control. And finally, the IsValid property indicates whether the uploaded file passed validation. I return to Visual Studio and switch to the ASP.NET source editor. Here, I'll add a JavaScript array called files. This will hold the names of the files being uploaded at runtime. I invoke the Controls Client-Side Events Editor. In the File Upload Complete event, I add the following JavaScript code. If the uploaded files have been validated, then it will add to the files array their file names as returned by the server-side callback data property. Next, I'll need to add some code to the Files Upload Complete event. This event is raised after all the selected files have been uploaded to the server. Here, I'll get the number of files uploaded. Then a message is composed that displays a message with the number of files uploaded followed by their file names. Finally, it's displayed in a client-side message box and the file array is cleared. And I'm done. I click OK to close the editor. I run the application to see the results. I click on Browse and select a text file to be uploaded. I add another field and select an existing GIF file. I click on the upload link, and upon completing the process, I am presented with a message box informing me that 2 files have been successfully uploaded. It also lists the names of the files that we had selected for upload. Let's see where these files were saved. I close the web browser and return to Visual Studio. I open the Solution Explorer and refresh the folder listing. You can see that the GIF and text files have been saved to their corresponding directories. Let's run the application again and try to upload other file types. I add 2 more fields. First, I select a Microsoft Word document file. For the second and third fields, I specify a JPEG and a GIF file. I click on the upload link, and you'll notice that the validation mechanism has prevented the document and JPEG files from being uploaded. The GIF file, however, has passed validation and uploaded successfully as stated by the message box. Thanks for watching, and thank you for choosing DevExpress.